Sophie? Where are you right now? This is urgent. I need for you to respond to me right away. Hey, are you there? Did you take my money again without saying anything? That was the money to pay for our groceries this month. It was just there and now it's gone. I'm sure it was you who took it. Can you please come right back and give it back to me? I needed to go grocery shopping for tonight's dinner too. Hey, sweetie, can you get back to me as soon as possible? This is urgent.
Oh, hey there. I don't know what you're talking about. What money? I didn't take any money. Can you stop bothering me? Do you even have proof that it was me who took the money from the dining table? How can you start accusing me without any proof? I mean, I understand if $1,000 go missing all of a sudden. I would be just as worried. But you can't just go and start blaming other people. That's really low. And to blame a high schooler? And seriously, how can you point your finger at me for being the culprit when you don't even have the proof? Hey, do you have proof that I took the money from the dining table? You know what? I am so angry and hurt right now. I'm going to tell my dad that you're accusing me of stealing money. He's going to be so mad at you. Just wait and see.
Hey, Sophie. Just calm down. I just asked if you took the money. But you know what? How did you know the exact amount that went missing and from where? I didn't write the exact amounts and where it went missing from.
So what? What are you getting at?
Yeah, if you go back up and see what I wrote, I didn't write that I lost $1,000. So how did you know $1,000 went missing? And from the dining table when I didn't mention it before.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure you mentioned the amount in the dining table was a wild guess.
You know, I had just gotten back from the bank and it was just silly of me to leave the cash lying on the dining table, but I had to run to the bathroom. When I got back, it was gone. I was only gone for 2 to 3 minutes and the money wasn't there anymore. You know, I was really confused for a second because I was pretty sure that I was the only one in the house. Were you waiting for me to get back from the bank and took your chance while I was in the bathroom and slipped out with the money? But really, it's so strange how you knew the exact amounts of money that went missing. How did you know, dear?
Look at you being like a detective and all. You're one smart gal putting all the pieces together and pointing your finger at me. Fine, yes, it was me who took the money from the dining table. Good job, Ms. Detective. But hey, in my defense, I genuinely thought it was my allowance. You know, it's an obligation for parents to provide their kids with an allowance. You know, the money gives me independence.
Really? Your independence? And what? You calling me your parent when you only want money from me? You don't even treat me as a fellow human being, but now you're calling me your parent? I see how it is.
Hey, you know what? Forget it. Well, anyways, I already spent the money, so I don't have it on me anymore.
What? You spent all of it? All of the $1,000? What in the world did you spend it on? And so quickly? What did you buy?
There happened to be something I had my eye on for a while, and it was just perfect timing that I came across the money on the dining table. It was just a sign. I was meant to find the money and go shopping with it.
Are you being serious right now, young lady? A sign? And what in the world can a high schooler want that's worth $1,000? Return whatever you bought immediately and bring back the money this instant.
Hey, stepmom. Chill. Relax. Your messages are getting too long for me to read. By the way, what's with your attitude right now? Are you getting angry at me?
Excuse me?
Just a short while ago, you were living as if you were our servant. Cleaning, cooking, making sure my dad and I were happy. You were tiptoeing around us like you were walking on glass. Like, who was it? Snow White or some whatever story. And making sure not to upset us or anything. And now, what's with this attitude?
Wow, Sophie. Really? You mean like Cinderella? But you know how that story ends, right? It was a happy ending.
Yeah, whatever. And one of those Disney princess stories that nobody cares about anymore.
Yeah, I got it. Snow White and Cinderella must sound ancient to you, right? But not knowing the gist of the stories? That's embarrassing. Oh, I get it. It's because you're just not a smart kid. I mean, let's not forget that you're not exactly thriving academically either.
Disney princess stories are old anyway. No one watches Cinderella or Snow White or whatever nowadays. And what are you getting at about my grades? I'm not doing that bad in school. And how would you know anyway?
I got a call from your teacher in almost every subject that you're failing in each of their classes. Yes, I recall. Your English literature teacher, history teacher, math teacher, and even your art teacher. And you say you're not doing that bad in school?
What? They all called you? If they had the time to call you, they should be teaching. And how could they call you without my consent?
Yeah. And oh, your guidance counselor called me too the other day, letting me know that you may need to repeat the year if you keep failing your classes.
Oh, stop with the grades in school. You're giving me such a headache. School is useless anyway. The classes are boring because the teachers are dumb. By the way, this has nothing to do with you. Just stay out of it. You're not my mom. Anyway, I'm going to stay over at my friend's place tonight. I don't want to go home to see your face, nor do I want to be in the same house as you.
All right, that's okay with me. Just make sure to let your father know which friend's house you're going to stay at. You know how he is. Such a nervous Nelly when he doesn't know where you are.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so annoying. I'm already 17. Why can't you just leave me alone? Hey! How come there wasn't any money in your wallet this morning? You always have money in your wallet. How are you going to pay me my monthly allowance when you don't have any money?
Were you going through my wallet looking to take money again? You're unbelievable.
Whatever. It's my allowance. It's my money. Didn't you withdraw money from the bank the other day anyway? Like you always do on Fridays?
Nope. I decided not to withdraw cash anymore.
What? Why? How are you going to go grocery shopping or pay the bills?
Oh, that's sweet of you to be concerned. Well, my colleague showed me how to use Apple Pay. I should have used this earlier. It's so easy and I don't have to carry around cash with me anymore, or go to the bank to make a withdrawal every week. Our world has become incredibly convenient.
What? You're not going to withdraw money anymore? That's going to be a big problem. You should have discussed that with me first.
Why would that be an issue? And why would I need to have a discussion with you?
You know that $1,000 I spent the other day? It wasn't enough to buy what I wanted, so I had to borrow money from my friend and I needed to pay back the money I borrowed from her. So yeah, I need $300 right now. Can I have it?
Of course you may not have $300. You can just ask your father for the money. No need to be nagging me for money anymore.
What? Ask my dad for money?
Yeah, you don't even consider me as your stepmom and you treat me worse than any stranger would. Why would that make me want to give you money? And so, you know, since we're like strangers, you're just stealing money from some innocent woman.
What? Why are you going around twisting my words now? You're so annoying. You pretend to be my stepmom and act like you care about me and all, but once I ask for money, you become so mean and stingy and turn away. You never give me money when I ask.
Hey, sweetie, do you think being a parent means you must give your money to your kids when they ask for it?
Well, duh, yeah. Obviously, it's required for parents to give their kids allowances. Everyone knows that.
Actually, no, honey. It is not a requirement or a law in any state or country in the world that a parent must give their child an allowance. It's the responsibility of the parent to teach their kids the importance of money and how to spend it wisely. So yes, as your stepmom, I want to make sure that you understand that you can't just go spending large amounts of money and buying things whenever you want. And you can't ask for money whenever you want. That's not how things work.
What in the world are you trying to get at? Anyway, just get me the $300 as soon as you can. I promised my friend that I would pay her back by this evening. She's going to be really pissed if I don't pay her back. Are you okay with the idea of me losing my friend?
Just ask your friend to wait a bit and promise her you'll pay her back soon. You could get a part-time job after school. You're already at the legal age to work. The library near your school was hiring someone to put away books. That might be something you could do.
What? Me working at a library? Are you being for real?
It'll look especially good on your school record for having a part-time job. I mean, since your grades are hopeless, it'd be good to have something positive on your record. And once you start understanding that money only comes with hard work, I'm sure it'll have a positive effect on your priorities and eventually your grades too. Just ask your friend to wait on the money. I'm sure a friend would understand. And then you can pay her back with the money you earn on your own.
Are you being serious right now? You really want me to get a job?
Yes, I think it'd be good for your future. It would be good for you to know how the world works. Money doesn't grow on trees, you know.
See? This is what I mean. You stop being a mom when I ask for money. Any loving and caring mom would immediately give their kids money if they asked. A real mom would come to their kids' rescue when they're in trouble. A real loving mom would do anything for their kids. You're just cruel and selfish and get so stingy when it comes to money. You just want to keep all the money to yourself. You're so selfish. I can't believe this.
Anyway, since you spent all the money that was supposed to be used to buy our groceries, we're going to be living a pretty frugal life for the rest of the month. Or at least until the next paycheck. We're going to have to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What? This is insane! Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for all 3 meals for a month? You've got to be kidding me. Are you seriously expecting me to get full only with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches? Are you even considering the fact that I'm going through puberty and a growth spurt? Are you actively trying to stop my brain development? I'm going to report you to the Child Protective Services.
If you don't want to be eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches every day, then just pay me back the $1,000.
I already told you I spent the money and I don't have it anymore. I can't give it back. If you have time to badger me about the long-gone money, you should come up with a plan to fix this on your own. By the way, do you really think it's smart to be badgering me right now? You know what? I'm going to tell my dad everything. If you don't want to get divorced, give me the $300 right now.
Hey, sweetie.
What do you want?
Read through our messages when you're feeling more calm.
What? What do you mean read our messages? I've already read all of them. Why would I want to reread them?
Because you sound ridiculous, sweetie. Like you're out of your mind.
What? Are you calling me crazy? You're just asking for a divorce right now.
I mean, we can't see eye to eye when you're just all over the place, honey. Let's pick up where we left off when you're more level-headed. Let's talk when we're both home and we can find a way to work things out.
Wait, what? Where are you right now anyway?
I'm on a business trip in New York right now. I should be home the day after tomorrow by 8 p.m. We can talk during dinner then. By the way, I made you your favorite chicken dish for dinner tonight before I left and left it on the counter. Make sure to warm it up in the microwave before you eat it. I will see you tomorrow night.
Wait, are you serious? You're in New York right now? Wow. I bet you're having some fancy dinner at a 5-star restaurant and you want me to have chicken? You're ridiculous.
Hey, Sophie. Did you take my credit card from my wallet without asking?
Oh, hey, it's you again. Miss Miserly. Who doesn't want to share her money?
Answer my question, young lady. Did you or did you not take my credit card from my wallet?
Okay, lady. Hold your horses. Your credit card? Yes, of course I took it. I'm on a school trip, so I needed to bring a credit card with me.
What do you mean you needed a credit card? I gave you $100 as the school required for this trip. You should not be in need of a credit card.
Hey. You know we're going to New York, right? What is $100 going to get me in New York? I want to go shopping in Times Square and maybe even watch a Broadway show if there's time. $100 isn't going to be enough to do all the things I want to do in our free time. I am going to have a blast here in New York with your credit card. Just like how you splurged on yourself when you were here last month. Oh, but don't worry. I won't be eating at a 5-star hotel or anything. You know, I've always wanted to get a hot dog from those hot dog stands. They're only like $1 or something, right? See, I can be careful with my spending too, you know.
It sounds like you are planning to really go all out on this trip. I hope you'll get to do most of them. But you know, sweetie, about the credit card you took. I've already closed that account, so you can't use it.
What? You closed the account on this card? Why would you do such a thing?
Yeah, I haven't been using it for a while, and after setting up Apple Pay, I really don't have a use for credit cards anymore. So I contacted the credit card company and had the account closed.
What? So this is just a useless piece of plastic I am carrying around?
Yes, that's exactly right, honey. You are catching on fast, my dear. You know, I have been so busy lately that I haven't cleaned out my wallet. So that useless credit card was just sitting in my wallet. And sorry, honey, you took a card that is no longer active. Sorry you won't be able to go on that shopping spree.
What? You're out of your mind! Are you purposely trying to make me angry? Why didn't you tell me this card was useless earlier? This is so annoying. I already promised my friend that I would treat her out to dinner. What am I going to do now?
You have your $100. I'm sure you can find a decent restaurant for two.
No, absolutely not. That's not going to work. You need to come to New York right now and bring me a new credit card.
Absolutely not. But you know what? I am glad you took that card instead of my other card. By stealing my card, you would have engaged in a criminal act. And if you were caught using my card without my consent, I'm sure there would be severe consequences, especially since you're 17 and old enough to make your own decisions. You should know, credit card fraud is taken seriously by legal authorities and is punishable by law. If you had committed such an act, who knows what trouble you could have been in. You could have even gone to jail.
What? Jail? You're going to send me to jail for using your credit card? Are you trying to intimidate me with your tactics? It's not going to work. Like I already told you in the past, if my dad finds out about everything, he's going to leave you in a heartbeat. He might end up divorcing you and leaving you on the streets. Is that what you want? So if you understand your consequences, you better hurry up and get your butt to New York with a credit card that works.
Sweetie, you know what?
All I need to do is just hit the send button and my dad will know everything. And you will be the one asking me for mercy.
Go ahead and send that message to your father. It doesn't concern me anymore since I've already divorced your father.
What? What in the world? You've already divorced my dad? When?
Yes, that's right. Your father and I got a divorce. Aren't you happy now? Oh, and the money I spent on getting all your stuff ready for your school trip and the $100. Consider it as my farewell gift to you. Moving forward, work it out with your father on how to pay for everything. I'm done. That includes your fees for school, your allowance, monthly bills. Oh, and including your phone bill. You don't want to go over your text message plan since that'll be more money. But at least you no longer need to nag me for money. You can go straight to your father.
What? I am not following. How can you divorce my dad so fast? What is going on here? What happened?
When you get back from your trip, just ask your father. Since your father and I are now divorced, you and I are no longer related in any way, nor have any connection between us. We are now just mere strangers.
Hey! I just got back from my school trip and I need some answers! The house is completely different from when I left! What in the world happened here? And there is a strange woman in my house. She's just a little older than me? Who is this woman in my house?
Oh, hey, Sophie. Welcome back. How was your trip? Did you get to do all the things you wanted when you were in New York?
Yeah, the trip was fine, whatever. But who is this woman in my house? Do you know her?
Ah, are you referring to the 20-something woman with the heavy makeup and wearing really tight clothes and confidently walking around the house in her high stilettos?
Yeah, her! Who is she? What is she doing in my house? This is not some runway. And gosh, that awful makeup and outfit. Is she going to a club or something? My dad won't tell me anything. He just keeps pushing me aside and brushing me off. I am so confused. Do you have any idea who she is?
Yeah, honey. How can I break it to you? So, that is your new mom.
What? She's my new mom? What are you saying?
Well, looks like your father remarried this woman after he and I got divorced. So she is now your new stepmom.
What? He already remarried? How is that even possible? Didn't you two just get a divorce? How can he get married to another woman so fast? This can't be happening. This is like a dream.
It must be really shocking news for you, honey. To see a stranger in your house after coming home from your school trip and then learning that she's your new stepmom.
But how can he get married so quickly after you two divorced? Oh my gosh, was my dad cheating on you?
You got that right, honey. I knew you were a smart girl. Anyway, speak with your dad if you want to get the details. But I'll just lay out the important facts just in case your father doesn't tell you the whole truth.
What do you mean, just the facts?
Well, for one, your father doesn't have a job at the moment. He is unemployed.
What? What do you mean he's not working? How is that possible? He's the senior manager of the sales team at the company he's been working for years. And he told me that his and his team's sales numbers were the highest and that he's doing really well. And that he was going to be promoted as director soon.
Well, honey, the truth is he was actually stealing clients from the other teams and also tinkering with the numbers to make it seem like they were getting really high numbers.
What? How could he do that? That sounds so shady.
And apparently, the woman that is currently in your house is someone he met at a bar he took some clients to.
They met at a bar?
Yeah. And apparently, she used to tag along on your father's business trips like it was a vacation. They would go to hotels during working hours and claim the hotel bills as business expenses. And yes, looks like they got caught. And obviously, your father was fired.
What? I can't believe what he has done.
And I've sued him for damages, so I'm sure he used up all his savings. I'm pretty sure there's not much left.
What? What are we going to do? And why did you have to get divorced?
What? Why wouldn't I divorce your father after he cheated on me?
But didn't you get married to him because you loved him? Aren't you mad that he chose that woman over you?
Not really. I'm not upset or mad at all. It's really thanks to you, honey. You're the reason I'm not all that upset right now.
What? It's thanks to me. What did I do?
It was when you were in 5th grade, when me and your father got married. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember vaguely.
Before your father and I got married, you were so sweet and were so excited for me to become your stepmom. But in reality, when I became your stepmom, you were a monster child. You'd rob me of all my money and would lash out at me if I wouldn't give you money. You know, I was really upset when you started stealing money from my wallet.
Yeah, because you wouldn't give me money. I had no other way of getting money if you didn't give it to me.
At first, you know, I really wanted you to like me and I was excited to be your stepmom, but didn't know how to be your mom at first. I didn't want to overstep any boundaries. But I guess you mistook that as me being weak. And wow, you became one selfish, rude problem child. I tried talking to your father about you, but all he'd say was that it was my fault that you didn't like me. It was a really tough time for me, you know. And at that time, when I was feeling really depressed, I found out about your father's affair.
What?
Oh, after that, I actually kind of felt relieved. Like I didn't have to try hard anymore. And I immediately filed for a divorce and sued your father for damages.
Oh, now I remember our past conversations when you were coming off pretty strong. Now I know the reason why.
Yes, you get the picture, young lady. Good for you. So now moving forward, you're going to have to take care of yourself. That includes paying for your school, your groceries, your phone bill. You're going to have to take care of yourself.
What? I can't afford all that. I need to feed myself? How am I going to pay for school? Wait, I want to go live with you.
What are you saying, sweetie? You can't come live with me.
I'm 17 years old. I can choose who I want to live with if my parents get divorced. That's the law, right? I can choose who I want my guardian to be. Right?
Oh, wow, Sophie. I am impressed.
Yeah, so I want to go live with you. Is that okay?
I'm sorry, I don't think that's going to work out.
Why not? I can't believe you would turn away your daughter when she says she wants to live with you.
For one, I don't have any parental custody over you. We never signed any adoption papers either. So you were never officially my child. Now that I have divorced your father, there is no record of us being tied to one another. Like I said before, we are now just mere strangers.
What? Are you being serious right now?
Yes, I am very serious. So let's end our messaging here, too. Please don't contact me in the future. I really wish you the best, my dear.
Wait, please! Mom! Please, what am I supposed to do?
I wish you would have called me Mom before.
Wait, please, wait! Don't go! Please!
Goodbye, Sophie. Have a nice life. After some time, I heard that the woman just disappeared one day. Apparently, my ex-husband was hiding the fact that he was fired from his company, and once she found out, she fled. I mean, who wouldn't? He was planning on living off that woman's paycheck, but I guess that didn't work out. What a sleazeball. I can't believe I was married to a man like that. Anyway, I heard that he made Sophie drop out of school and have her work. How awful is that? I heard that her guidance counselor helped her find a job with a dorm and had her sign up for night school. I think it'd be good for her to get out of that toxic environment and have a fresh new start to her life, too. And a friend of mine told me how bad Sophie felt about how she treated me, and hoping to someday repent for all the damage she has caused. I was really glad to hear that she was getting her life back on track, and hearing that she felt bad about how she treated me was the real cherry on top. As for me, I have accepted a new job in Europe, and I'm now living in my dream city overlooking a beautiful ocean. And I finally met my real Prince Charming, like in a real princess story. But that's a story for another day.